The first AK variant used by the KPA is the Type 58, which was manufactured from 1958 until 1968. The Type 58 is a Korean-made version of the Soviet AK-47 with the milled receiver. Being a copy of the AK-47, the Type 58 is chambered in the 7.62 by 39mm round, and on top of that, the early models did not come with a bayonet lug. However, the later models did have a bayonet lug. Though the Type 58 was replaced in 1968 with the Type 68, which was their version of the AKM, the Type 58 does remain in service today with the Worker Peasant Red Guards, which is a paramilitary force with approximately 5 million members. The Type 68 did replace the Type 58 in service, and the Type 68 is based on the Soviet AKM rifle. The Type 68-1 is a Type 68 with an underfolding stock instead of a fixed buttstock on the rifle. Being that this is a Korean rifle, it does have the 5-pointed star as well as the lettering in Korean in the Hangul dialect. The Type 68 is still in service today with some reservist units such as the Worker Peasant Red Guards and some military units. However, it was mainly phased out of service in favor of the Type 88. Now, the Type 58 is above and the Type 68 is below, and you can kind of see the differences between the Type 58 and the Type 68 rifle. The Type 88 was introduced in 1988, and it is a Korean version of the Soviet AK-74 rifle, chambered in 5.45 by 39mm. This is the current standard issue rifle of the Korean People's Army, which is issued to most soldiers. So basically, this is what you're going to see in military training exercises, parades, and with border troops. The Type 88 does have a few more variants. The first variant is the Type 88-1, and the most noticeable feature is the side folding stock, which comes standard on the Type 88-1. Unlike the AKS-74, the Type 88-1 does have a unique side folding stock that looks similar to that of a Parafal or an Israeli Galil. In addition to the standard Type 88-1, there is another variant of it that is chrome and engraved. This version is not common, however, it has been given out on numerous documented occasions. They also have appeared at military trainings and during military parades. How it's achieved to get this rifle, there's not really a book on how to do it. I would assume it is you do something such as you get a major promotion within the military, or you've just made a very big accomplishment and you've been noticed for that accomplishment. The next variant is the Type 88-2, and this is a unique variant because the stock looks interesting in its appearance and it folds to the top of the rifle. And the reason it is a top folding stock is it also can accept a helical magazine. And if you used a side folding stock, the helical mag would stick out and it wouldn't allow the stock to fully collapse into place. So they had to make a top folding stock to kind of avert and allow this helical magazine to be used. In its early photos, a lot of people assumed it was a grenade launcher of some sort because it was seen at a military parade with members of the special forces. However, it also has been seen with members of the Korean People's Army that are on protection details and with guarding high-profile buildings. So it's safe to say that they might work, but they also might jam and are probably pretty heavy considering estimates have it about 150 to 175 round capacity of 5.45 by 39mm rounds. The next one is sometimes called the Type 98, however some sources have it as Type 88-3. This is a carbine variant of the Type 88-2, which has a shortened barrel, but only has been primarily seen with the helical magazine. This model is strictly only used by elite units. I've never seen a regular soldier use this. This is always going to be a special forces specific carbine, and it's going to be used by the most elite units, primarily ones in and around Pyongyang. The last one is extremely new to the Korean People's Army Armory, and the fact that it has actually just been unveiled within the past couple of years, actually. It is a bullpup design, which is quite unique. Now, depending on the source, some people claim that it is a Type 88 that has been bullpupped, while other sources have claimed that it is an entirely new weapon system. Almost all photos of this, it has a suppressor. So my thought is maybe the Korean People's Army is trying their own domestically produced variant of 9x39 millimeter subsonic ammo, or it is strictly a silenced Special Forces weapon that could possibly also be chambered in 5.45 by 39 millimeter. This rifle always seems to be issued with a suppressor, an optic, along with a foregrip and a tactical flashlight, which is unique because up until about 4 or so years ago, the Korean People's Army very rarely ever showed off any firearms with optics. It was always iron sights that were seen on the Type 68s, the Type 88s, the Type 58s, and it's just been within the past 4 to 5 years that they've actually began putting optics on stuff along with suppressors. So it shows that the military is in fact trying to modernize. I forgot to include it in the earlier sections, but the Type 68-1 does have a chrome and engraved variant, which is mainly used for a ceremonial role and or a specialized guard post. And in addition to this variant, the original Type 88 with the fixed stock also does have a chrome and engraved variant, which has been gifted to various soldiers by Kim Jong-un.